the show that never falls short in bringing guests to inspire and motivate you to go out there and claim what's yours, because your glory and you most certainly do deserve.
And of course, with this such initiative,
Yeah.
such as Winter Wish program, there's definitely hope for all of us, guys. And a big shout out to Smile FM for actually supporting this beautiful movement. And right now, joining us in the building are lovely people who are all about the community. Guys, you all look amazing. And you all look like, yeah, we know what we're here to do. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Ekse. But first thing first, let's talk about the Winter Wish program. What is it all about?
Well, the Smile 90.4 FM Winter Wish campaign is all about spreading love and warmth in winter. It started in May and it ended on the 23rd of June. And for 4 weeks, we decided we wanted to make winter a little bit happier for those who really, really need it. People who are close to the breadline, people who are hit hard economically. So we got our Smile 90.4 FM listeners to pledge what they could, whether it was something as small as a pair of shoes or something as big as grocery vouchers, to help those people who really need it and who are struggling through winter.
And I recognize that.
Okay, but what I would like to know, what inspired you guys to create such a campaign?
We're driven by a value system that's really about service and trying to give service to the community as best we can. So it was understanding that there was a need. We often get requests from people who are in need, and we were able to connect those people with those who were willing to donate services or products. And as Lindy mentioned a little while ago, we got requests that were very, very simple. Some people just really needed to get by for another month. And then others had big requests, wheelchairs that were needed for people who were physically disabled, and so on, and people who needed help rebuilding structures and so on. So it was really understanding that there was genuinely a need amongst our listeners, and there were also some of our listeners who were able to, without it costing them too much, able to help those. And we really played facilitator, connecting the one with the other.
Amazing.
Let's talk about your center. I've heard you guys are doing some amazing stuff. What's some of the things that you do, and how did you get involved with this campaign?
With the Winter Wish, or well, one of our parents actually nominated us to Smile FM, 90.4 FM. And then they arranged to have our wish on it. So what we do is we have an NPO called the Living Vine. And one of our projects, our educational project, is the Learning Vine. And we have a school for children who struggle to cope in the mainstream education. And in our area of Cape Town where we stay, there aren't schools or places for these children to go to. So if you have a child on the autism spectrum and they're not low functioning enough to go to a home, but they're not high functioning enough to cope in the mainstream, then there's no place for them to go. And so we cater for those children. But a lot of our parents don't earn very much money. We do have a lot of single moms, and so for us to be able to go and buy lots and lots of stationery, and that we actually can't afford it, the parents can't afford really to buy their own children's stationery. And so we were really blessed by Smile 90.4.
Amazing.
Smile FM.
Smile. But you're also a part of the Learning Vine Tutor Center, right? What I'd like to know, what do you guys do at the center?
Well, the Learning Vine Tutor Center is a branch of the Living Vine, which is the NPO. So it's still an NPO, whereas we teach from grade R right through to grade 12. Children from mainstream that get bullied, that have been chastised, they've been, I don't know how to say it. They just don't fit in the mainstream school. So from the autism spectrum, from medium scale to high end scale, right through to matric, we teach them and we help them along their way. So from any sort of child that can't handle mainstream school, we look after them and we sort them out as much as what we can do.
Wow.
I know Smile FM has been doing a lot of great work within the communities, And I think you've done something similar, giving blankets last year. I would like to know, not so many radio stations do that. And I know the first time you did it was huge, it was successful. And many people thought, oh God, this is a once-off thing. They'll get over it, they're not gonna do it again. What kept you guys going and do it again and again?
Well, Smile 90.4 FM has the most amazing listeners.
Yeah.
That is for sure. Our listeners always come to the party. Like you mentioned, last year we did our a winter campaign.
Yeah.
It was our Breakfast for Beds campaign. We actually came here to Cape Town TV to talk about it afterwards. It was amazing. With the help of our listeners, we managed to raise money for, it was over 74,000 beds for people to sleep in the heart of winter. It was incredible. It far surpassed our expectations. It was amazing. And so when that happened, we thought, right, this year we have to do something again. We have to do something bigger. We have to do something better. And we had this plan. We put it into action. And again, we were just blown away by the generosity of our listeners.
Okay.
Amazing. A big shout out to your listeners.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to
They're
them.
incredible.
So, Learning Center. I know that doing in any business there are challenges.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges that you have guys faced?
Sure. Well, the challenges are basically we need to cover the school fees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, not the school fees, the rent and electricity, telephone, general day-to-day running of the school, and that's our biggest challenge at the moment.
Oh.
You know, we're battling with that. As much as what we can help the kids, we'd love to help them and we'd love to do everything for free, but we can't, unfortunately. We've got to run a center and we have to take the business side of it and run it as a business, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
So rent, electricity, telephone, stationery, anything to that sort of thing that we can help the kids with, we do that. Last year we used to feed all of the kids. We can't, unfortunately, anymore. We've moved away from where we used to be into a new premises and we don't have kitchens to support that anymore.
Okay.
So those that don't come to school with food, we make a plan and we give them food. Otherwise, those are our major challenges at this point of time. And then it's transport for some of the kids that don't have transport.
Okay, I hear you.
So glad that we have radio stations such as Smile to help centers like this doing great things in our communities. But if someone is watching right now and they would like to become part of the Winter Wish program, they would like to donate something, how do they go about doing that?
Well, the Winter Wish campaign for this year is finished, but every winter we tackle a project like this where we try and especially reach out to the needy, for those who we know are struggling economically. So we try and find a project that's exciting, that's going to excite our listeners, and that's going to benefit those who need it the most. And as I said a little bit earlier, it's really just about service, trying to encourage service of self, service of product that you may have, and to connect people with one another across the city. The next big project we have is the Music for Mandela, which is happening next week, Tuesday, which is also a fantastic service-orientated kind of project where we are putting 67 musicians on 67 street corners across the city to play music for 67 minutes, busking.
Okay.
And they're collecting money in that time to buy musical instruments for needy children. Children who would love music, enjoy music, but they can't afford to buy a guitar or a violin or whatever the case may be. So again, it's an opportunity for people to come and give what little they have towards a much broader need in the community. So it's these kinds of things that we try and do. So the Winter Wish campaign is now over. But next winter we'll do another one, and we're doing projects like this on an ongoing basis. Anyway, all you got to do is just tune into Smile 90.4 FM and find out what we're doing.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show, and good luck with everything you do at the station. Good luck with everything you do as a center. But to close off this segment, we'd like to send a big shout out to Professor Thabo Msibi, who's actually the youngest dean in Mzansi. He's the dean of the whole entire education faculty in UKZN.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
That
I
is
smell
really amazing.
black excellence in there.
Yes, black child, your dreams are valid. Poverty is not part of your DNA. So, all I can say is you are worthy. But we have to take a quick short break. We'll be right back after this. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you very
Thank you very
much.
much.
Back.